The next day, Mr. Aizawa and All Might came to my house to talk to us. "Katsuki, your teacher's here to talk to us," the old hag told me. At least this time she didn't call me by my dead name. I went to the living room and saw my parents with All Might and Mr. Aizawa. "Katsuki, come here and sit next to me," the old hag told me, so I went and sat next to her. We know that Bakugou was kidnapped by the League of Villains, and there were other incidents with the League of Villains attacking UA. What we have decided to do is to have all the students live on campus in their own dorms, Mr. Aizawa said. "I don't want to live with those extras," I said, and then the old hag hit me in the back of my head. "You kidding? Hell yeah, I get this kid a dorm room." "You hag, hit me again and I'll kill you." "Oh hush, if you hadn't been so damn weak, you never would have gotten caught and caused all that trouble." Me and the old hag were there yelling at each other. "Come on you two, please, no fighting. We don't want to frighten your teachers, do we?" the old man said. "Shut it, you clown, mind your own business." "Yeah, you're the one who needs to butt out." I put my hands in the air and get ready to use my quirk. "Oh, don't you even think about using your quirk, Katsuki," the old hag said. At least she didn't say my dead name in front of my teachers. We were kind of fighting and kind of not. "So you're saying you give us your consent?" Mr. Aizawa asked, which reminded us that my teachers are here. The old hag then slapped my head, and then we turned our attention to my teachers, with the old hag making me face down. "Oh, the dorm? Actually, we're grateful." She then let her hand go off my head, and then I picked my head up. Katsuki's fearless and good at everything he tries, especially since he's got that super awesome quirk. People were always fawning over him whether he deserved it or not. It's probably why he ended up like this. That's why I liked what you said at the press conference. See, that's when I understand that the school was watching him closely. I was worried about the kid, obviously, and didn't know what will happen. The old hag put her hand on my head and she was kind of playing with my hair a bit. But he's back now, safe and sound, so it worked out. I'm sure UA will face harsh criticism from some people. We still trust you through, so we'll leave him to you, right? The old hag put my head down, and then my parents bowed. He's a hot-tempered brat, and we know he's a pain, but please train him hard and make him a good hero, the old hag told them. At least she didn't call me by my dead name, and with living in UA, might be fun. I can get to spend a lot more time with my teddy bear, but people might find out my secret. The teachers had left the house, and I went up to them. "All Might." I called to him, and he turned around. I remember how Deku was when All Might said, "Now it's your turn." And I know that there's something going on between them. I gotta know, what exactly is Deku to you? I asked him. "He's my student, just like you, a fledgling hero with bright prospects," he told me. I know that there's something more than what he said. "Damn it, Katsuki! The police said not to go wandering off by yourself," the old hag said, and I just turned back and walked back to the front door. "Yeah, sure. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. Oh, and thank you." "Katsuki!" the old hag yelled. "I heard you!" I yelled back at her. Once I went inside, I get my bags packed, ready to live in the UA dorm and hang out a lot more with my teddy bear. YN's point of view. Mr. Aizawa and All Might were talking to my mum. Without my mum's villain outfit covering her face, my teachers didn't know that she's a villain. We've decided that we want all the students to live on campus. We've made dorms so that each student can live in. With them living there, we can make sure that everyone is safe from the villain attack that has happened. We want to know if you are willing to have YN live here to make sure that they are safe, Mr. Aizawa said. YN will be living there. With everything that's happened, I want them to be safe, and with a school like UA, I know that you will keep them safe, my mum responded. Once they left, my mum went up to me. Since you'll be living there, you can give us more information about the students and teachers. Moving indoors will make the plan happen better, and then we will get all of them to join us. She told me. I knew that it will make me much closer to Ida, and with the plan that I have, it will work. Time skip in the school dorms. At school, we were outside the building where we'll be staying at. Given everything that has happened, I'm glad we were able to bring Class A back together, Mr. Aizawa told us. So we all got the go-ahead to move on campus? Sarah said. It took a lot of convincing for my parents, Higakure said. Now with the dorms, Ida and Higakure might spend some time together, so the plan would go on easy. Now that we are all living in dorms, I can make another plan on killing Ida, and now making everyone think that Higakure did it and turn on her. Now then, I'll explain how your dorms assignments will work shortly. First, however, we haven't forgotten about the professional hero licenses you were supposed to get during the training camp, Mr. Aizawa told us. I was still mad that they took Bakugou instead of someone else. I wish that they would have taken Ida so that I can go and kill him myself, but at the same time, he did kind of help save Bakugou. One part of me wants to still kill him for killing my father, but the other part doesn't want to kill him for helping save Bakugou. With knowing Ida, I know that he was having second thought about being expelled if we got caught trying to save him. This is important. Listen well. Kirishima, Momo, Todoroki, Midoriya, Ida, YN. You 6 are the ones who broke the rules and went to rescue Bakugou that night, Mr. Aizawa said. I looked at Ida and he looked worried that he might get expelled and not be a hero. Everyone was also worried that we would get expelled. Based on your reaction, I assume the rest of you were at least aware of their plan. I'm going to set aside a number of issues and just say this. If it weren't for All Might's retirement from the hero scheme, I would expel everyone here except Bakugou, Jiro and Higakure. The 6 of you who went, of course, but also the remaining 12 who didn't stop them. You betrayed our trust, even if it was to keep your friends safe from getting into trouble. In order to regain our confidence, you'll need to obey every rule to the letter and live as modern students. That's all. Now, look alive. Enjoy your new home, Mr. Aizawa said, and started to walk inside. We're supposed to be excited about that speech, everyone said. Everyone was all down. I was standing next to Bakugou and I saw him look at Kirishima. He then got Denki at the back of his shirt and started to drag him behind the bush. Come here, he said. Wait, what for? Denki asked. They were behind the bush and something happened. I didn't know what happened, but Denki was using his quirk, and when they came out of the bush, Denki was all dumb, and it did look funny. Jiro was trying to hold her laugh in. Dude, what did Bakugou do to you? Sero asked. Kirishima. Bakugou went up to Kirishima and called him and gave him some money. Whoa! Did you shake him down for cash? Kirishima said, all surprised. No, this is my money, you idiot. To replace what you spent. Bakugou said. How'd you know I bought night vision goggles? Kirishima asked. Bakugou just gave him the money and went up to me and put his arm around my shoulder and started to walk away with me, away from our class. Don't say I never gave you anything. Now I'm not in your debt, he told Kirishima while we were walking with his arm around me. Kaminari, show him your dumb side, he said, and Denki was all dumb. Bakugou took me off to the side, away from everyone. Now that we're living in the dorms, you can't make excuses about your mum going to kill us. We can spend as much time together, he told me. Katsuki, I know that my mum is not here, but we will be in dorms like everyone else, I told him. So, that won't stop me from loving you, Teddy Bear. He told me and started to go inside where everyone else is going for our dorms. Each student dormitory holds one class. The entire first floor is the common area. That's where you will find your kitchen, baths, and laundry rooms. Mr. Aizawa said. Everyone was excited about everything. Did my ears deceive me? Our baths are located in the common space. Is this heaven? Mineta said out loud. They're separated by gender, and you'll behave yourself, Mr. Aizawa told Mineta. Living quarters start on the next floor. Everyone gets their own room. You should be comfortable. You've got your own AC, toilets, fridges, and closets. We have balconies? Whoa! Midoriya said, all excited. These are your dorm's assignments. The belongings you sent have already been placed in your new room, so spend the day unpacking and get settled. I'll tell you more about your next few lessons tomorrow. For now, get to work. Yes, Mr. Aizawa, everyone said. I then went to my dorm that I'm staying in and unpacked all my things. Once I was done unpacking, I was about to get the plan ready to kill Ida, but there was a knock at my door. I went to open it and it was Bakugou. I let him in and he was looking around my room. Your room looks nice, but mine's better, teddy bear, he told me. I'm willing to go and see your room and see whose is better. Bakugou kissed me, so I didn't get to finish my sentence. We were kissing for a while. He then put me on my bed and he broke the kiss. Let's sleep in your room, he told me while he put his arm around me. Katsuki, you have a room. You can sleep there, I told him. I'll sleep there tomorrow with you, teddy bear, he said, holding me tighter and resting his head on my shoulder. He then kissed me on my cheek. Let's just go to sleep, love, he told me, and then we both started to go to sleep.